Hello everyone, my name is Gerda. I'm a Swiss American and I started to practice daily drawing on the 1st of October 2024. This is a tablecloth I got several years ago. Love it. I can point out to you where I moved to. 8 years ago, Bangkok, Thailand. Here is the Gulf of Thailand. There's the Andaman Sea. India and Australia, Thailand's bordering countries are Malaysia in the south, Burma, Cambodia, and Laos. And as always, I put the blossom of the frangipani tree on the table. It makes the room smell so good. I love its fragrance. First, I committed to draw for 1 week only, but I enjoyed it so much that I continued. And after half a year, I did my first journal flip through. Please like and subscribe to my channel so you can find that video easily. Starting with the 13th book, I will take you to the second half of the year. The date is March 30th. Here, the swatches of a new set of gouache I received as a gift. And I actually visited a pool hall. I liked the colors. And then down here, I painted my all-time favorite bagel combination, sesame bagel with cream cheese and lox. There's actually a place in Bangkok where you can get it. This double spread I did several days after the magnitude 5 earthquake here in Bangkok. I tried to express that I was still a little bit shaken. April 3rd, there's a tea shop called E-Zen. They sell their teas with a little clay pot on the lid. Then they fill the pot with dry ice, add a little water, put the lid back on, and voila! Smoke is coming out of the spout. I enjoyed it like a little girl. My condominium building has hedges of these purple flowers, so I painted them. Here I had an iced chai tea served with star anise. And I took a trip with a meet-up group to Kanchanaburi. That's a province west of Bangkok. There's a Buddha statue on top of the hill and rice fields below. I love how it turned out. There's a lot going on in Bangkok, and I decided to join a nude drawing class. I will put my hand here so as not to offend anybody. The classes are challenging. Most poses last for 5 minutes only. Some poses last 10 minutes, and once in a while we have 15-20 minutes to catch a pose. Up here I have a snail that I saw by my pool. Down here a QT pot. This is one of my weekly self-portraits. My sister and I often laugh about it because the portraits don't look much like me. But I don't give up. Keep on trying every week. And look at these shoes, aren't they pretty? I didn't get them. I just took a picture. And on this side, I've used a detail of an umbrella at my swimming pool. I use the swimming pool almost every day. I have really used these accordion-style watercolor books with pleasure. They are of great quality and take a lot of layers of color. Book 14. Noodles for lunch. I think it was at this point that I decided to go back to using watercolors. I missed the lightness of the watercolor. April 20th, here's a rendition of the first Easter morning when Jesus Christ rose from the dead. A matcha latte at an Italian cafe called Grazia. I love the color combination of the tiles and the matcha. Here's a detail of a workshop that I did, drawing by a refugee. He was persecuted for his Christian faith in Pakistan and had to flee. I always drink tea, but here at Kio Roll N, I love their cappuccino. I hope you all can see that this is a bunch of broccoli. On this day, April 26th at noon, the sun was at its zenith. The sun was perfectly and exactly straight above. That means there was no cast shadow. The only shadow is straight below, and it looks funny. A meet-up group organized a trip to Ayutthaya, the former capital of Thailand, and I really liked it. We had time walking through the ruins, and in the evening we watched the traditional performance of Khon. And here I was able to attend a workshop where we made this fish out of pandan leaf. Cute, right? You probably can tell I love, love, love tea. Here is another nude. Ten-minute pose. Another self-portrait. And these are my shoes. It's now half a year later and they are totally worn out. I have to get new ones. That's what happens when you do 10,000 steps a day. On May 4th, I actually went on a date. I had a gin and tonic. The date was pleasant, but didn't work out. Northland tea with a delicious Earl Grey scone. What was this? Keto diet. I went on a keto diet and failed miserably. This was done at a sketch day at IKEA, a bowl of cashew nuts and a can of soda, sushi for lunch, and a detail of a clipboard with paper to be signed. A double spread of another nude. And these flowers I got from Mother's Day from my son. River City has a yearly event called Mango Festival and Mango Art Festival. Hojicha latte at another cafe. I think I should make a book about all the cafes I would visit. I felt like drawing a bird, and I found an image on Google. A nude. Oh, this reminds me of my friend from Finland. She had a farewell party and brought this bottle to the dance party. Self-portrait. And Derek is the name of a German TV drama series. It was so cool to watch when I was young. Now it makes me feel nostalgic. I'm reminded on how much more friendly people treated each other, more courteous. One ingredient of cow soy, a Thai dish from the north of the country. And this is a painting I saw at the gallery. I loved it so much I had to copy it. I love the looming dark water and the innocent woman floating. I'm afraid she's not aware of the danger and the looming danger. On May 21st, I drew my son Asa's house in Phoenix, Arizona. I wanted to remember it. And this is an item I got at a pop-up art exhibit called Cause. A self-portrait. And this is a drawing I did with an artist group meeting. There are so many amazing Thai artists there. So I painted this at one of their classes. Yummy cheesecake dessert. I used watercolor brush pens for the first time in this rendering. This is a view of a restaurant by the Chao Phraya River. That's very near me. Basically, I'm looking out at the river from where I am sitting. B2S is an art supply store that I frequently visit. But here outside the store, I drew this person sitting at a table, sketching my own legs. And this is a detail of a wooden tabletop at Tribe. It's a club on the 7th floor. It's a fancy place and has a pool to bathe in and have a drink at the same time in the middle of Bangkok. Paul's French cafe. Have tea there. It's always good. And here I have lunch at the Sushiro. It's a restaurant I really love to go to have sushi. Here I show my queue number 100. The wait time was 150 minutes. I expected that, and I planned to walk to get my 10,000 steps a day in. My friend Kiki loves brand names. Here I accompanied her as she purchased a Dior wallet. Self-portrait. And the landscape of the Chao Phraya River with a boat and a floating water hyacinths. Pride Month display of flags on the M-Sphere Skywalk. And a nude. June 5th, lychee, another one of my favorite fruits. And this is an exercise of circles freely after Kandinsky. A self-portrait of me giving a workshop to refugees. At this particular workshop, we made lifelines. They can tell their life stories through art, color, writing, and collage. A matcha soft ice cream dessert at Kyo Roll-In. And that was a farewell to my keto diet. Flowers are growing in hedges in my condominium complex. There are bunches of them, but I concentrated on only 3 of them. Lunch at IKEA, salmon, mashed potatoes, broccoli. On Wednesday, a few of us meet at the IKEA restaurant to draw together. This is a gift from my potter friend, Tim. Look at how beautiful this tea bowl is. I discovered this cafe near me. It has goats and ducks and turtles and geese. So much fun to watch them. I was happy to do some animal drawings. And the desserts are good too. So very good indeed that I returned the very next day to have some more. Here's a wire sculpture I saw at Bangkok Arts and Culture Center. And I'm drawn to water lilies always. They're so graceful. A day of self-care. These are logos of where I got my facial, the brows done, and my mani pedicure. A real ugly self-portrait. The shirt is good. A globe I saw at the cafe I visited. And this is a detail of an embroidery done by a refugee. Here she showed how they fled their country by wading through a river. Here I am on a panel discussion about urban refugees for the opening of the exhibit One Stitch at a Time. Embroideries done by refugees that I work with were on display. And one more visit to the Goat Cafe. This is one of my favorite tea mugs done by my friend Tim. It's delicate yet robust and just beautiful. This building is really this yellow. It's by my train station, and when the sun shines on it, it becomes super bright. Below is a sketch of a mug of tea at IKEA. Here's a nude. On top right is a bento box with goodies for lunch. And this was a picture taken of me drawing a nude at the drawing class. Koi fish. It's mesmerizing to watch them move in a sparkling water. Looks like I've been at Starbucks. And I so love sushi. It's my all-time favorite lunch to have. Oh, here I figured out how to make my first zine. Zine is short for magazine. You take a sheet of paper, like 8.5 by 11 or A4, fold it in a certain way, and you get this small booklet to write and draw on. Loganberry soda and a pretzel at Zimt, a German cafe and bakery. Actually, German would be Zimt. A special treat, gnocchi at Moza in Bangkok, fresh mint tea, and back at the Goat Cafe. I took a selfie of me and my favorite goat. It's my favorite goat because she wears the same necklace as me. Tea at Geishon Amarin. And on a bus ride to Mae Sot, I saw these hills peeking through fog. Mae Sot is a town at the border to Myanmar. I went there to give a body map workshop. First, I make them draw each other's outline. One person lies down while the other one traces the body outline. Later, color, writing, and illustrations are added to finish the body maps. Tea shop with the same name as my son, and a Burmese breakfast. We had milk tea and a wonderful fresh naan biar. Looks like a fluffy, bubbly flatbread. We visited the border between Thailand and Myanmar. They do a cross-border business there, selling cigarettes and other coveted items. The place where I was giving the workshop was far away from the hotel, so I got a ride from a young lady on a motorbike in the rain. That was quite an adventure. This is a detail of a body map painted by a participant. And back home I have my breakfast of a boiled egg and a big chunk of a baguette. Here I am showing an example of a zine. I was planning to do these as an activity for visitors of an exhibit I was curating at Bangkok Arts and Culture Center. Self-portrait with a bag I received from Tim. Brioche from Heaven is an apt name for this cafe. Their brioche is really out of this world. This is another workshop that I'm giving. Here I am showing lifelines that are set on the floor for drying. Self-portrait of me enjoying a visit at a cafe with my friend Kiki. Detail of my fingering. I love it. It's a little teacup and a teapot, and the teapot is pouring into the teacup. And then down here is the melting matcha cheesecake. When I walk to my train station, I pass by this beautiful flower almost every day. This one or another one blossoms almost the whole year. And the decor of a Mexican restaurant. A dramatic fruit is rambutan. I call them eyeball fruit, similar tasting as lychees. And this is my favorite yogurt, Yolida. It's the perfect yogurt for my taste. The right consistency, it's unsweetened. I eat one for breakfast every day. I add some fruits and nuts. There's nothing better. Nothing better for breakfast. This was my tag on the day we did the installation for the exhibit I curated. It was quite successful and was extended to a total of 5 weeks. Illustration of the exhibit on a part of the curved wall. And below is me giving a guided tour. A funny snow monkey drink. Milk bubble tea and frozen ice cream in the shape of a monkey's face. I got sick for a couple of days, therefore the tissue, but the show must go on. There is this chocolate place called Paradis in the same building as the exhibit. It serves such good hot chocolate. The Swiss chocolatiers have to watch out for the competition from Thailand. One of the scenes created at the afternoon workshop at the exhibit. And then my favorite fruit, dates, fresh dates. They are oh so good. They are A1. Absolutely best. Fresh bread on my olive green cutting board. Central Lat Prau had a tea event. I spent the better part of the day there. There are so many matcha stations, but I loved this one just because of the pink rubber gloves. Here are the utensils of a Chinese tea shop at the same tea event. Back at Paradis for some more chocolate. I can't help it because it's in the same building as my exhibit. a self-portrait studying a menu, having a beer right by the Chao Phraya River in the trendy Song Wat area. And this cacao pod is the logo of a fantastic chocolate place in the same area. Only while I was drawing the logo did I observe that the name of the place, Church, is embedded in the logo. Below here is a detail of another exhibit that happened at the same time at the same venue as mine. Mongolian artists were censored by the venue, which was put under pressure by representatives of China. Instead of taking down the whole exhibit, they redacted it. You can see the blacked out lines. A double spread of a lovely tea experience. A detail from my sister's lovely garden. Beef and pork skewer from the market across my street. And the view from a seat at the bar of a gallery drip cafe. And you can see the SkyTrain up here. A self-portrait and swatches of watercolors that I got. It looks like I was hungry on this 3-day spread. French fries with ketchup and mayo. 3 choices of tea at Northland Tea. And sushi, salmon roe at Sushiro. 6 hot beverages. And this is a tiny flower display at Alaya, a matcha cafe. Very good, but expensive. Back at the Goat Cafe. Look at the ears of this one, how sweet. The artist Mit-Jai-in outlined thousands of little figures in a tunnel in Bangkok. He made a doodle mural. The public was invited to come and participate by filling in the figures with color. I made this little doggy pink. Another self-portrait. And here I visited the Museum of Contemporary Art in Bangkok. I was drawn to this painting, so I copied it. We are now at September 2nd. Beautiful teacup that I've seen in a tea shop. And for my visa renewal, I had to get new passport pictures. And at this photo shop, they had this house dog that sat right down next to me. It made me feel good. Here is my visa stamp. I got it. Kinokuniya is a bookstore I love. Here I went to the stationery section and got this super cute color pencil mini set. It's perfect for me to take along when I sketch outside my home. Here it is. Take a look. How cute is this? Lederach, a high-end Swiss chocolate store, decided to open 2 branches in Bangkok. Of course I had to try. They opened a cat cafe at my mall. So sweet. They have lots of cats to play with. I had fun, but I forgot I had allergies. It resulted in 3 days of itchy eyes. Pretty flower. My new Twisby. I have a new passion, writing with fountain pen. It is so smooth and makes writing more enjoyable. It reminds me also of my school days in Switzerland, where we used fountain pens to write with. And these are 2 inks I purchased, waterproof and archival. This is me trying to express my emotional plight after my son died. A black abyss in front of me. Further away are mountains to be overcome. The sky is marred, and I'm carrying a heavy weight. The last book of my year, starting September 16. Good wine in Thailand is generally expensive, but I found this one at Tops and it was very good. Here are my carry around scissors. I followed a live online instruction by Sketchbook School, drawing this illustration by Myra Kalman, a portrait of Gertrude Stein. Danny, who led the workshop, is the one who inspired me to do daily sketching. And here is a ceramic gift I got from Han. My package from Hobonichi arrived. I have to say it was exciting to unpack. The series of watercolor accordion books were quite voluminous. Hard to keep in a small place like mine. So I decided to start using my Hobonichi beginning of January 2026. Here my friend Kiki and I went to the newly opened Sky Garden at Central Park. Loved the view, but it was very crowded. All of my friends know how much I love tea. I was gifted this blueberry tea, so I decided to brew it and sip it while I enjoyed yogurt with fresh blueberries. Some of my workshop brushes, an apple, the fancy pastry at the fancy Paragon Mandarin Oriental. Self-portrait and the light on the rooftop of my building. And I go there sometimes and dance at night when nobody's around. Using only black ink, I sketched this monotone pepper. I like how it turned out. Really like it. I have had problems with my back for many years. Now I'm seeing a chiropractor, physical therapist to alleviate some pain. Here are 2 of my home exercises. And that's all. This is representing half a year of daily sketches. The other half year is also available on my channel. I am proud to have made it through an entire year. On January, I will continue in my brand new Hobonichi journal. Do you have experience with the Tombow River paper that the Hobonichi is using? I'm curious. Let me know of your experience. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Sawadee ka. Goodbye.